Okay. Hi, everyone. Today I want to actually talk about something. Today is about me talking about stories that I've been growing up with. So, the first story is when I was I would say between high school and middle school. When I was in high school and middle school, I didn't know that I was technically acting gay. I really didn't know. I was just a child. Not a child, but growing up as a kid. So when I was growing up as a kid, we were going to a field trip, and I had to go to the swimming pools. Those locker rooms that you had to go get changed and stuff. I really didn't know that they would actually make me sit and stay in there. I went to the locker room to get undressed. I was the first one in there. So when I went there to go get dressed to go swimming, that I didn't really want to go, but I had to because there's a requirement for me to graduate. So I got dressed first. I was completely dressed, ready to get dressed. But the problem was my teacher told me I had no choice but to stay in that freaking locker room. The locker room that was to get dressed for the swimming at the field trip. So I had to sit and stare at. I would call him Brandon. So Brandon, this was kind of a little bit my high school crush, but not really. I didn't know anything about him that much, so it was kind of hard for me to actually figure out if he was or not. And I would blush a lot. And my eyes burned a lot. I was so hot, blushy, and everything else. I couldn't handle it. Until they all got their swimming trunks on, I dashed out of that locker room as fast as I could. And it was hard for me actually. I couldn't stop. It was hard. They wouldn't let me look away like this at all. I had to sit there and wait and freaking wait just to go swimming for a freaking requirement. Why would a school make someone do a requirement to go swimming for a field trip to graduate? That doesn't make sense. Who in the heck would want to do that? Oh, you're required to actually sit in into the swimming pool to go swimming, and you have to go to this field trip to graduate. That is bogus, freaking bogus. Who do you really think that's a really requirement? I really don't think it's a good idea. And that kind of what happened was I got turned on that day, turned on, and I don't understand why, how in the heck that ever happened. It made me so blushy. I don't even know how to explain it. So it was hard for me to actually sit there and wait. I wanted to leave that room when it happened. And when I walked out of the locker room, the female teacher, known as the teacher assistant, noticed that I was hard. Hard. My junk was hard. It was so embarrassing. And the hard part was that everyone else went swimming, and I ran back into the locker room. No one else was in there, and I was so blushy. I was crying in the bathroom and saying, "Is there something wrong with me?" I was crying so bad. I didn't know what to do, but I know what it is now. And I do admit that I'm gay. So I just want to know. I always wanted to know: is there actually people who are subscribed to me that are on the LGBTQ plus community? I always wanted to know that. So I'm gonna share this and I just want to know, why would someone want to make a school require to go to a field trip that you do not want to go? I didn't want to go, but I had no choice to go. And I went, and then I was crying so hard that I didn't want to be there. Why in the hell would I? Why in the heck would I want to go there? And it's just hard for me sometimes. And I don't know what else to do. Like, I can't explain why a 25-year-old adult now, going to be I'm 25 and a half, actually going to be 26 coming up, and I don't understand why would they really do that to an autistic person, letting them sit exactly right in front of the whole class and get undressed. I understand that, but I couldn't. It just made me blush. I'm blushing right now thinking about it. What? I don't know what goes in the minds of the disabled. I mean, not disabled. I would say autistic person. So I don't understand why these autistic teachers who teach autistic people or person, why they do that. They shouldn't be allowed to make the student who's finished getting dressed and sit on a bench and wait for the other students to get dressed to go swimming. I feel like that's a little inappropriate. Just if that was my child, if my child was doing that, I would do something about it. I really would. No matter what you do, people make excuses. It's not because I'm not saying this because that I'm gay because of it. I'm saying it's because I was embarrassed. I was in public doing this, and I was in public at the community swimming pool. I was so embarrassed that I don't really tell people about this story and other things. Another story I have. So one time, one of my friends decided to actually slap the butt out of me. So when they did that, he was in the bathroom, going to the bathroom at the urinal, and he freaking slaps the butt out of me, the duck out of me, and he had his pants down. And I blushed, and it freaking made me hard again. I ran out of the bathroom and started crying again. I don't know what's wrong with these people in this generation, but this is what happens. This is what I went through as growing up. No matter what I did, someone made me hard. As a guy to another guy. Why in the heck do these people do this? I don't understand. I know I'm on the spectrum, autism and stuff, but why would they do this? What else should I even do anymore? I don't know. What should I do? It's not like I have it's not like I have authority of what they teach their children, but there should be something in place for judging people like this. I don't know what to even do anymore. Why would a teacher allow a student just to stare at the students? I mean, I wasn't really staring, but they were looking at me, and I was just being myself, just waiting to actually leave the locker room. And there was another thing that it happened at the locker room situation. The guy, I would call him Brandon. Brandon decided to touch my shoulder because he was behind me in line. It made me hard, and the rest left. I stopped for a second. I don't know if I really shut down that day, but I know a little bit of the stories. So the rest went around me after I shut down. I cried before I walked. I ran back into the locker room. I did walk back into the locker room. I was a little scared. Not scared for my life, but scared that what's going to happen? Is that really going to happen to me? A couple months later, and this is a true story. I had a time that my family went on vacation. The Blues family. And the Blues family said I had to stay home and go to school. I understand that school is more important than going on vacation, but they took the rest of the family that was still going on vacation, that were still going to school, and so they took them and they left me. I still had to go to school, and they decided to go to Disney World. Disneyland, Disney World, same thing. Still Disney. And that's not the bad part. At my neighbor's house, this is what happened. Still a gay story. So my friend, I'll call her Emily. Emily asked me if I wanted to do some chores. I told Emily, I'm fine. I just want to tan on the trampoline, like kids age like 10-year-olds, but I was 15 at the time. I just said I wanted to tan, like kids would do. So what the kids did would always say, I'm tanning with no tan lotion, oil or whatever. So I was tanning. And one day, that same day that we were tanning, it was me, Emily's boyfriend, and her, Emily, and her. It was me and them. So I and them. I don't know how to say it correctly in real English, but it was that there was those two people and me. So when I was trying to be perfect, when she left, after that door closed and slammed shut. She didn't slam it, but it closed because it was one of those 2000 doors, 2005, 2000 door that it was those storm doors that really didn't have the good chain. I think it broke off or something, and it just slams every time you open it or close it. And he decided, I'll call him Derek. So Derek decided to actually make out with me on the trampoline out in public where my family had cameras. Problem was, here's our backyard here, their backyard was here, and there was cameras in the backyard with our side, but the camera was flipped backwards. So how in the heck could I prove that it happened? It did happen because I remember it. Every scene. I could be sleeping in my dreams, and I could be standing there at the house and seeing my younger self forced to do it. And no one believed me. Not one single family member of my family. But my family does know I'm gay. But I don't know if they accept me. But I know my real brother knows that I'm gay. I think he does accept me. That's all that matters. And I always wanted to know. I just always don't ever see attraction to myself because I was treated horribly. I was when I was growing up. They even tried doing the stuff that they try to do with gay people. Pray the gay out, pray the gay out. And it never worked. It doesn't ever work at all. At all. So if you have stories like this, please tell me your stories. I want you to actually type in, if you're making the video, do the symbol at moon underscore paw king underscore of underscore wolves, and make the video. Tell me how you went through growing up, and I would like to enjoy watching a video like that, a reaction video. I don't really know how to put two boxes to actually react to it, but I will still I'll find a way to actually have my face and a camera recording, and I'll react to it. Okay? Have a good day.